Now, I just recently applied for the American Express Platinum credit card and got approved. Now, with this credit card, it has a lot of benefits. And one of the benefits is the complimentary entry into American Express exclusive Centurion Lounges. And you get access to 1,400 airport lounges around the world. Now, with the Centurion Lounge, it offers complimentary drinks and also food. Now, if you're interested in this credit card, we're going to talk about some of the perks and benefits of this card and some credit hacks on how you can get approved for this credit card. And right now, you can get approved for this card without a hard inquiry. And we're going to jump into all of this in this video. Now, if you're new to my channel is designed to help you no matter where you are in your credit journey. So if you like that kind of information, make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit your notification bell so you can be notified anytime I upload a new video. And in 2023, we will be showing you how to leverage your credit to gain assets. Now, I also give you a free hard inquiry removal package at my website because hard inquiries can get you denied for credit. And I also have other removal packages for purchase to remove your negative items off your credit report. So if you want to pick that up, check out my website. And I'm doing personal consultations. If you guys want to sign up, the spots are filling up fast, so make sure you sign up at my website, and I will be leaving all those links in the description of this video and in the pinned comment section. Now, one of the major perks that many people enjoy about having this credit card is having access to the Centurion Lounges and various lounges at airports across the world. Now, with the Centurion Lounges, they do offer services where you can relax and have even some spa services and high-speed internet. They also have at each Centurion Lounge where you can get a handcrafted meal, and each actual lounge is designated a world-renowned chef that will prepare the cuisine at that lounge. So with this card, you can get access to Delta Sky Lounges when you have a Delta flight, and also with Priority Pass, you get access to their networks of lounges, not only in the United States, but across the world. So with that, when you're going to an airport and you want to relax, you can go to these lounges where you can wait and then you can have a meal. And so with that, it's a value in itself. When you have expensive airport food and restaurants, this can give you a benefit. Now, right now, American Express for their Platinum card have a sign-up bonus of 80,000 points if you spend $6,000 in the first 6 months. Now, this card offers 5x points on booked flights and 5x points on prepaid hotels and 1x points on purchases on everything else. You can also receive a $200 prepaid hotel credit when you book through the Amex Fine Hotels and Resort Access through their online website. Now, attached with this card, you can get access to Fine Hotels and Resorts, where you can get a complimentary room upgrade, also 2 complimentary breakfasts for 2, and early check-in by 12 noon and complimentary late checkout by 4 p.m. They also will give you a $100 credit for access to certain amenities on the property and complimentary Wi-Fi. Now, this card also offers some premium benefits with rental car companies like National, Avis, and Hertz, and it also have rental car damage protection as a secondary option insurance for your rental car coverages. You can also receive an annual Marriott and Hilton status with a tier 2 status with those two brands. Also, you will get a Saks Fifth Avenue shopping credit of $100, and you can get a monthly $12.95 membership credit for Walmart. Now, with all those benefits included in this card, it also includes a hefty annual fee. Now, the annual fee for this credit card is $695, and it also is a charge of $175 for adding an authorized user. So you can get 3 authorized users for that $175 fee. But keep in mind, if you work as a group to use these rewards and benefits, you can rack up points pretty quickly. Now, is this card actually good for everybody lifestyle? It is highly dependent on if you are a person that travel a lot. For me, in my situation, me and my husband both individually travel and fly at least once a month, each of us. So for us, and we actually have to rent cars, this is actually a good value for us. And we take probably 2 couples vacations a year and 1 family vacation. Now, if you're a person who is not traveling a lot, at least 2 times a year, this might not justify the annual fee for you in your situation. So you need to decide from that point. You could opt for the gold or the green American Express cards that have a lower annual fee. So with these perks and benefits, it is a cost that's involved, and you have to make sure that you're using that card as such to justify these fees. For me, during the pandemic, it wasn't worth it because a lot of travel was not going on at that time, so I didn't want to apply. For some of the credit hacks to get approved for this credit card, one thing you need to understand, me working with people in the past and helping them with their coaching, American Express is not very tolerable for collections or charge-offs. You definitely have to deal with those collections or charge-offs because they will prevent you from getting approved. Now, one of the things you also need to understand about American Express, for this credit card, the average card holder is making an annual income of $196,000 a year. So if you're applying for this credit card, you want to make sure when you're adding your income that you're including your whole household income, even things like child support and alimony. That will help you get approved for this card by making sure that you have a nice high earning income. So you want to make sure you account for all of your income and don't leave anything off the table. These cards also, when you're getting approved, they are going to pull from either Experian or even TransUnion, I have seen. So with American Express, those are the two. Primarily, I see majority of the time Experian, but for me with this credit card, it did pull from me from TransUnion. So it can go in those two categories when you are applying for this card. Now, one of the hacks to help you get approved for this card, you want to make sure that if you're a person that I have seen that maybe had a mortgage modification and you have those notes on your credit report where it said that it was modified, I suggest that you dispute that off, because you might not get approved for an American Express credit card if you have those notes. So especially if you did that modification in the pandemic, you should dispute off for that reason, because under the CARES Act, they were not supposed to report anything negative or any notations on your credit report during that time. So using that stance to dispute those notations off can help you have a better chance of being approved for this card. Now, one of the credit hacks that you guys should use is to go in and see if you're pre-qualified for this card. Always go to the American Express website and do a pre-qualification, because if this card is popping up and you're pre-qualified, their pre-qualification with American Express is pretty good. So I'm seeing about 90% of the time people being approved for the cards that they are showing them. Now, another caveat with American Express, if you have a subscription for your credit monitoring for Experian, looking at what your card approvals are. So if you're saying that you're being recommended under Experian for an American Express card, that's a pretty good indication that you can really get that card, because they're doing a soft pull to look at your credit profile. Now, one thing what I suggest people do not apply in that Experian credit monitoring. Go to another website, which is American Express, and then work through there and see if you still receiving the pre-qualification. Because if you're getting those two indications that you're pre-qualified through your Experian and your American Express pre-qualification, you have a really strong chance at getting approved for this card. Now, you also have the benefit for this hack to get approved for an American Express Platinum card, because American Express now will let you know if you are approved for a credit card without a hard inquiry. That is an amazing tool. So you need to go to the American Express website first, pre-qualify to see if you're getting this card as a pop-up. That would be a great indication if you already pre-qualified for this card, and then you apply for the card, and now you can apply without a hard inquiry, meaning to go ahead, fill out that application, and they will show if you are approved without a hard inquiry. Now, keep in mind, if you process to receive that card and actually accept their application and their approval, then it will be a hard inquiry pull. Now, this is not one of those cases like with the Apple Card where you can lock your credit scores. If you do that and you lock your credit scores to try to prevent that pull to get and receive that credit card, to actually receive that credit card because they already approved you without a hard inquiry, then you will have to unlock that credit score or wherever they're pulling from. So either Experian or TransUnion. This is not one of those cases where you're going to get this credit card without that hard inquiry pull if you are approved. So you will have to unlock it. If not, you will receive a actual notice telling you that your stuff is locked or they could not approve you. So be careful with that, guys. Make sure before you try to receive that card, because you are approved and you're trying to prevent that hard inquiry, then if you're not careful, you can get rejected for that approval. So you want to make sure that your stuff is unlocked if you're serious about receiving this card. So hopefully this information was helpful. Now, if you have any questions, you can leave your questions in the comment section, or you can submit your questions at my website where I answer your questions via my cell phone, and they go right to my inbox with all your questions if you have more detailed questions about your situation. Now, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.